good player, and I know they got good talent over there, and um, everybody wants to start the season off right. But unfortunately for me, there's no time to think about the past. Let's move forward, and looking forward to a great game.
How do you make sure your season starts right?
Well, I mean, I wish I knew. I do think there's going to be mistakes, and it's early, but we've done our best to prepare the guys. And the thing I think they're not prepared for is playing with a small roster. I think when you get preseason, gives you that false illusion. You're tired, so you just come out. That didn't happen in the game. So small rosters in the CFL, and there's special teams and lots of running, and I think that's going to be the challenge for both teams. That it's just they don't realize how much running and conditioning is needed, and sometimes you can't get into that shape until you play a few games.
Dave, I know you want to talk about last year, but there seems to be a lot of motivation from a lot of the players to, put it in the past, but be a lot better this year.
Yeah, I mean, none of us were happy with it, but it's a new team, and I know we understand, though. My mom's a history teacher. If we don't learn from the past, we're going to basically make the same mistake. So I do think you learn from it, but you got to move forward. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a beautiful night. I'm really most excited to see who comes. I want to see who comes to the game. I want to see our fans generate some buzz, and I want us to go out there and show them that we are a team that's building and growing and has some exciting players, and expect to get the win.
Because you know Bo so well, is that an advantage for defense planning?
Yes and no. Bo knows us well too. So he knows the DBs, he knows their tendencies. He's practiced against Coach Monson a lot. I'm sure he talked with Coach Milanovic a lot about plays that he thought worked in practice against him. But I mean, there's a lot of film on Bo, and we've had him here for 9-10 years. So I do believe both people know each other quite well. We'll see who that helps and who that hurts.
Have you got any Newt Rockney speeches planned for tomorrow night?
I don't know. It's crazy because I don't remember one pregame speech my entire playing career. Not one. I don't. So I don't even. When I prepare for it, as I was taught by Wally and Huff, you got to be prepared. But as a player, they'll be motivated, and more than anything for me is relax a little bit, because when you haven't played in a long time and maybe it's your first game and you're not quite sure, the nerves are there, and you just want to remember that you were kind of born for this. This is why you're here. We want you here. We believe in you. Go be the player you're basically born to be.
Dave, how confident are you in the receiver group?
Confident, yeah. I mean, our Canadians seem like they got healthy at the right times, so I haven't had a full group out there. So I know that obviously that Hamilton, to me, they probably mix up coverages more than any other team. You never know what they're going to be in, so it requires a lot of the receivers playing with their eyes. But when you play with your eyes, sometimes you play slow, meaning that you still got to run, and you got to find those windows, and if it's man, you got to beat your man. So, but I just know Hamilton just plays so many different looks. We'll see how our receivers respond to that, and then the quarterback and the receivers have to be on the same page.
Dave, you've been in a situation before where you left the Calgary Stampeders, maybe different because considering you came back from the NFL, but coming back to McMahon as a visitor, was that anything that you can probably take that gives you a slight advantage, or something you can remember about Bill?
Well, I remember Wally let me break the team down from BC, and he said, they're coming after you. I said, I'm coming after them. So that's exactly Bo's mentality. I'm going to guarantee you that. Go ahead, come after me. I'm coming after you. Football's man versus man. That's why we love it so much. Just go after each other, and yeah, there's respect and all that, but it really does come down to one-on-one battles, who's better, and that's why it's a little bit of a macho sport for sure, and I think that's why a lot of us love playing and coaching.
Should there be motivation brought for the veterans from last year?
Like I said, you're motivated because you want to win, and you want to put your team in the best position to win a championship. I don't have the motivation from last year, so I'm going to put that to rest. The motivation comes from we are a club and an organization that has a high standard, and we want to live up to that every year in every game. And we also know, like I said, with our fan base, is we need to bring people back to McMahon, and I think this is the team to do it. I think we need to come out here, win at McMahon, put on a good show, and try to fill this place up, because that's when it's the most fun.
3 new starters in the secondary. How have you felt the players have meshed there?
Yeah, I think I think our secondary has improved as much as any unit. We moved Trey as well to a different spot, so I'm happy with what they're doing. We haven't gone up against top CFL receiving cores and quarterbacks, so that's when the real test comes, and we're going up against great group, great receivers. Like I said, Hall of Fame quarterback, so it'll be a tough test for them.
What's your What's your biggest difference between today and last June with your team?
You guys love 2023. I don't want to even. I don't care. I don't care because one year to the next, it just doesn't matter to me. This team is hungry, but they're young, and they're also. We don't. I do believe that we've got some guys that haven't been part of us for a long, long time, and then you look at the captains, and I feel really confident in our leadership. So, you know, everybody should go into the season feeling good about their team, or else, obviously you probably didn't do your job in the off season. And now you just anticipation. There's some anxiousness, some nerves, anticipation to play, and I think all of us are excited to get out there.